everybody, and welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, James. Alongside me, as always, his name is...
I'm Andy.
And we welcome you to join us at this epic journey as we all become Legend of the Nerds. Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
A little tired. Took some effort getting out of bed this morning.
Yeah?
Just alarm went off about 2 o'clock, and I decided, no, I'm still tired, so let's change it to 2:30.
Hit the old snooze button.
Oh my God, it's so hard. It's at work, it's been slow. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden 2 hours goes by and you feel like you've been there all day.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like it's drawing you out. I had to take, instead of driving on the interstate home, where it's just this long, straight, narrow path, sorry, I took the back roads just so it was something different.
You turn a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. So I should be asking you, though, a couple things for you. How's day one of the kids' vacation? They drive you nuts yet?
It's all right. It's kids at home playing on their tablets.
I mean,
that's what it is today.
You and school vacations are like water and oil.
Oh, man, I can't stand them.
Then I heard you had an experience with a pizza pie company.
Oh, did you read that post, did you?
Yes, it says enjoyed, or not, didn't so much enjoy a pizza.
Oh, it's a good reminder of why I don't order that place.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And then $4 for a delivery charge now.
I always just go and get stuff now.
It is crazy. $4?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pizza pies were only good when we made them ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I always go back to the one where Dave brought, him and his wife went out for dinner, and he brought for his lunch the rest of his New York strip, and we sliced it up and threw it on a pizza.
Oh, threw it on a pizza, yeah.
Oh, God, it was so good. And sometimes in the morning, I would work with Matt, and we'd make...
the Cinnabons.
Well, yes, those were good, too. But we'd make the egg pizza with the scrambled eggs on top. Oh, so they were only good when you made them yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, no, I mean, like, I ordered some sauce, and it never came. 79 cents for a cup.
They don't get the sauces anymore, and
they don't give anything away, man. I didn't get any plates, napkins.
I had to ask for mine when I was there. I said, so are my sauces in there? Oh, and he opens up all the boxes. Nope. And then he tells the chick who's in the back, you forgot to give the sauces. Oh, my bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, remember, there's a reason there's labels on things.
Like $3 in sauces that you missed.
It's like, God. And it wasn't even just that place. The one, when I was in Essex, they did the same thing. It's like, are you that much in a hurry you can't be bothered to read the labels?
I mean, when we worked there, it was like a routine. Sauce goes in every time. Mm-hmm. You know, and now it's nothing.
Yeah. But there's our rant for the day.
I got some more exciting stuff today. Today is my 13th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. Where are the streamers and the
Amber survived 13 years. I don't know how she did it.
You want to say anything to the camera to her?
Thank you.
Thank you. not a, honey, I love you. Thanks for bearing my 4 children. Just, yeah, thank you for getting through 13 years.
Thank you. Thank you for 13 years.
Oh, my God.
Let's hope for one more.
Yeah, hope for one more. Oh, my God.
Oh, we play.
I hope she doesn't watch this.
Oh, she doesn't. I don't even watch my show, so we're good.
All right. Well, on to better news.
Well, not better news. I do want to put out there wishing best for Kevin Smith and his family for speedy recovery as he had a heart attack over the night. So hopefully things turn out for him. And
he needs to get better soon because his episode of Flash that he directed is going to be coming on. So he's got to...
Yeah, right?
He's going to have a little party for that, just like always.
With that being said, let's start with the checklist, huh? We have a big show today.
Lots of stuff to talk about.
I did line up movies. I brought my movies today because today is spring movies.
Yes.
I wanted to bring a couple of my favorite movies I like to watch. So that's what in front of us right now, just movies I enjoy watching, you know?
Mine are lining up parts of sequels that are coming out for spring, so.
Yeah, your gimmick is the sequels. Mine is my favorite movies.
There we go.
Let's start with some wrestling news, huh?
Some wrestling news, yeah.
Let's do the Raw, SmackDown lead up to their pay-per-views and some other stuff.
Yeah, so in the weeks to come prior, we've had some qualifying matches. We had Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. Mm-hmm. So Roman Reigns qualified for the Elimination Chamber. We also had The Miz versus Apollo Crews. Miz qualified for that. We also had this little rivalry between Sasha and Bailey on who can beat Asuka.
Oh, yeah.
And both those matches, Sasha had one and Bailey had one against Asuka. Very good matches. This just goes to show that if you pit two great female wrestlers together, you're going to have a good match. It's usually pretty certain. And I got to give props to some of these women wrestlers. They're doing a lot better than how.
That being said, the Chamber was last night. We've not watched it yet. We're going to watch it tomorrow night. Who are you going for in the women's Chamber match?
I'm going Sasha.
You too?
Yeah.
I feel that Sasha Banks can win this match big time.
Now, do you feel like so this is the second part of the women's match? You have Nia Jax versus Asuka. If Nia Jax can become the first woman to beat Asuka, she gets added into the WrestleMania match and becomes a triple threat. Do you think Nia Jax will win and it becomes a triple threat?
I think Nia Jax needs a push.
Yeah.
She can be talented in that ring. It's just WWE hasn't done anything with her. So I'm hoping she'll win the match.
My thought is it's going to happen because this happened last year where Nia won a match and got placed into the WrestleMania match, but she shouldn't have been in it because she was still wicked green.
Yeah.
And that was the match where Bailey fell coming down the on-ramp.
Right.
She was in the Macho Man suit and everything. And they were way too green for a WrestleMania match.
Like, I'm not a big fan of Bailey, so I hope she just fades away soon. But Nia Jax, I hope she wins.
Of course, we know who we're both rooting for, and that's Mickie James to come out victorious.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
So, we had also Finn Balor. He's all of a sudden coming back and teaming up with the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And this goes back because they were the Balor Club, or not Balor Club, the Bullet Club over in Japan. Do you think this is something they want to try to move forward with and try to reform? They're calling it the Balor Club now.
No, I think it'd be like a off and on gimmick kind of thing, but I don't think it's anything set.
No. We also had, like I said, we were talking about the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So it's going to be Alexa Bliss defending her title against Bayley, Sasha, Mickie, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. My beef with this is Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Wicked green. They haven't even been on the main roster half a year yet, and you're putting them in the chamber match when you could have still put Alicia Fox in there and Nia Jax. Like, the roster on the women's division isn't huge.
No.
You literally are putting your whole women's roster in there because Asuka can't. But Nia Jax doesn't need a match against Asuka to find out. She should have been in the chamber.
She should be in the chamber.
Instead, you're going to have two green women wrestlers in there. Who knows? They could all of a sudden shock me and be wicked good in there.
Mandy Rose, I've seen her wrestle. Man, she is sloppy and terrible in that ring.
Yeah, and it's because they're green.
Yeah.
She was Mandy Rose was the runner-up in the last season of Tough Enough.
She's terrible.
So, I don't know. Like I said, Alicia Fox and Nia Jax could have been in the match. We also had a promo between Kurt Angle and Alexa Bliss, if you saw this, which was hilarious. Alexa's demanding...
Yes, I did see that. That was a good one.
Why does she have to defend her title in the chamber when Brock Lesnar, she says, isn't even here defending his title? I thought this was the funniest thing because Alexa can get away with ripping on Brock Lesnar on why he... It's literally what we've been talking about all the time. Why he doesn't ever have to defend his title, and he's not in a chamber, but she has to. And it was the funniest promo I have seen in a long time.
It was a great promo, Andy, and I agreed with everything she said. I want to one-up it, and I want to know why the women got thrown in the chamber match. I mean, the men had to fight to get in the chamber, right? Mm-hmm. Why couldn't we have the ladies fight to get in the chamber?
Because there's not enough on the roster. There's only 6, 7, 8, 9 women on the Raw roster. That's including Alexa, Nia, Alicia, and Asuka.
See, and that's a problem. That's where the problem lies. It's like we got to have more to make it more fair. I mean, Alexa Bliss saying she wants fairness. Well, we should somehow do that.
Yeah. But, so we had that.
It's a great promo, Andy. It's solid.
To finish off that week of Raw, we had a triple threat main event match between John Cena, Braun Strowman, and Elias. Winner of this match gets to go into the chamber at number 6. Elias pulls out the victory. Did not see that coming. Raw is finally taking a note out of SmackDown's book and making it where you're like, oh my God, did not see that coming kind of thing.
I saw this match, and I'm telling you one thing now. Every single week I see Elias, I'm getting behind him.
He is becoming a much better wrestler.
He is really impressing me as of late.
He needs to ditch the stupid song promo thing.
Oh, no, he needs to keep that. That's solid.
I don't know.
I enjoy that.
Moving on to the second week of Raw. We have then another... This is the theme with the chamber matches. Cena versus Miz. The loser goes in at number 1. Mm-hmm. I really thought Cena was probably going to lose this match. And thank God he didn't. Miz is going in number 1. He has the lowest odds of winning. I think the odds for him, the Vegas odds, were around 0 to 15% that he's going to come out winning.
1 and 2 are the same exact odds, though.
I know. It was the same thing with the...
1 and 2 at the same time. Don't say like Miz is number 1, he's the lowest odds. No, because
it's the same
he's
thing
not
with the
wrestling
Rumble.
himself beginning that match.
It's the same thing with the Rumble. Well, Cena won, thank God. So who knows where Cena's going to come into. We also found out that Ronda Rousey is going to sign with Raw.
Let's go back to that chamber match quickly, though. I wanted to ask you, because now we're going for Sasha Banks on the women. Who are you going for in the male match?
Oh, let's see. Well, I'll get to that in a second because we don't know all the competitors yet. Well, getting to that. So
okay.
I'll get to that at the end. You have a little beef real quick, just quickly about Ronda Rousey signing with Raw.
I just don't see enough competition for her to be in there. Mm-hmm. She went in the ring, pointed at the sign, looked right at Charlotte. That there should have been like, oh, she's going to SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly.
She's going to challenge Charlotte. That's going to be a great match. I can't wait to see that.
Mm-hmm.
But now she signs with Raw? Why? There was absolutely no gimmick as when she first appeared to shoot her towards Raw.
Yeah.
So it makes absolutely no sense at all.
That, and like you said, she needs to be a certain type of wrestler.
She needs to be a grappler. She needs to be a grappling wrestler, not one of those, like, punching at girls.
And not one of these, like, I'm going to suplex everybody, stuff like that. Not a Brock Lesnar.
No.
So we found out she's going to do that. We also found out we have a new addition to the Hall of Fame, and it's another female wrestler, well-deserved, and that is Ivory. Congratulations. I cannot wait to see you enter the WWE Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
This is a woman wrestler that has done it all. She was a trailblazer. She's been a heel, a face. She was part of the, I forgot what the group was, but the Right to Censor.
Yeah, yeah.
Great gimmick.
Ivory was amazing.
Had an amazing match at WrestleMania 17 with Chyna. Well deserved. Mm-hmm. You talk about a lot of women wrestlers back in the day in the 90s Attitude Era where they really weren't wrestlers. They were there for the gimmicks, but she was one of the few.
She was one of the few and one of the greatest.
Exactly.
You want to talk about the second edition right now?
I'll do that.
Since we're on the Hall of Fame anyways?
We might as well. A couple weeks later, another well-deserved man.
I lost my crap when I saw this.
I did too. Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Congratulations. Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
I'm actually really surprised that JJ got in there.
I know, he's there before Impact. This Impact needs to get their head out of their butt and put the man who put Impact on the map in the Hall of Fame. It's now that they're part with Global Wrestling, which is his new brand, you'd think they'd go ahead and do this, but...
And I'm surprised that WWE actually put Jeff Jarrett in the Hall of Fame because of that. Mm-hmm. I mean, he has no ties to WWE at all right now.
Yeah. All I'm saying is this may be the greatest Hall of Fame class ever. We have Goldberg, the Dudley Boys, Ivory, Jeff Jarrett. This is turning out to be a massive Hall of Fame. And I still think Undertaker's going to be the last inductee this year.
I kind of hope.
So, fingers crossed.
It's a good class so
far. It's been a really good class. To finish off the Raw, like I said, with the Chamber, we had Seth Rollins announce he wanted to try to get into the Chamber match. Because we had a Fatal 4-Way with all the losers getting a second chance. So you had Finn Balor, you had Apollo Crews, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, all having Fatal 4. Seth pitches his case. The fans want it. So it's a Fatal 5-Way, and it ends up being Finn and Seth pinning the same guy.
That was a cool cool spot,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was like a suplex, and they both pinned or something like that. So now Kurt has decided, for the first time ever, it's going to be a 7-man elimination chamber match. So 3 men will start the match instead of 2. So Miz's odds just went way down.
Yeah. Or his odds went back up now.
I don't know. So we have the lineup. We have Braun Strowman, who has the highest odds of winning, apparently, even though Elias comes in last.
He does.
Elias, John Cena, Finn Balor, The Miz, do I really want to add him, but Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Who do I see coming out winning? Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman.
I think we're going to see the Roman Brock Lesnar rematch at WrestleMania.
I mean, if you think about this logically, Andy, you're going to look at Cena's not winning because that one hype match, Cena-Taker, don't know if that's going to happen or not. But they're going to leave Cena on the sidelines for a big match for WrestleMania.
Yep.
That's not happening. Miz already has the title. I doubt they're going to push Miz for 2 titles. So I doubt Miz is going to win.
No one's held both IC and World Heavyweight Championship at the same time.
I doubt that's going to happen. Finn Balor.
Or maybe someone did, but I can't remember.
If Finn Balor does do anything with the Balor Club at all in the future for titles, I don't see Finn Balor working on it, getting the title at all.
Yep.
Who else do we have?
Elias.
Elias. He's still kind of green, but he's getting backing by the fans big time.
Yeah, we had Roman and Seth.
So Elias could win. I don't see it though. Seth, man, I want to go Seth.
Yeah.
I have a feeling about Seth, you know?
No Braun?
Braun, I think people want to see Braun versus Brock.
My thing is, Braun's going ahead and saying how he's going to destroy Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. You've had 2 matches, solo matches against Brock Lesnar, and you haven't been able to win the title yet.
The problem is, I don't see that being a huge main event at WrestleMania. Do you want your WrestleMania because Braun and Brock? No, I don't either.
My whole reason...
What people want to see is, I think you're right in the end, it's going to be Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar.
My whole spiel on that is because Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, we didn't get to see the end of it because Seth cashed in Money in the Bank that year.
Yeah.
So...
No, I think if you logically think about it, it's going to be the Roman Empire against Lesnar.
Moving on to SmackDown real quick because we took a lot of time there with Raw. SmackDown debuted their top 10 wrestlers right now.
Pass it. It makes no sense.
All I'm going to say is Impact did this, but Impact did it the right way, where the higher you got up on the ladder, that meant where you were for title shots. Like, if you're in the number 1 guy, you're getting the number 1 contendership. Theirs is just stupid.
This top 10 is only for one thing. A storyline between Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, and...
So it's not going to last long.
And the other guy we hate.
Jinder.
Thank you, Jinder. That's all that top 10's for. Sure. It's just that storyline. So skip it.
So the week 1, we also had the U.S. title match, Bobby Roode versus Rusev. What an amazing match.
What's Roode, man?
Yeah, but Rusev, all of a sudden, turning face, is wrestling better.
Yeah. Well, we've said before, in the past, once you turn face, you wrestle better anyway.
Exactly. I loved at the end of this, all of a sudden, Randy shows up, RKO's out of nowhere.
Oh, man.
For everybody. I'm looking forward to Bobby Roode. Get rid of Jinder. It shouldn't
be Jinder. You don't need Jinder.
Yeah, Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton will be
all you need. That's going to be a great match.
We also had Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens deciding who's going to be the number 1 contender. Match was very good. You got to give Sami Zayn props. All of a sudden,
match.
Sammy pulled out of somewheres where he was just going ape on everybody.
It was a good match.
And AJ gets involved. It becomes a no contest. Daniel comes out and says it's going to be a triple threat at Fastlane. No one to blame but AJ by himself. If you didn't get involved in the match, you would have had one person.
But then it just went all crazy after that.
So, let me flip my page, my perfect notes here.
Perfect notes.
Week 2 in SmackDown. So it's supposed to be now Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin, and we're going to have a fatal 4-way at Fastlane, but Kevin and Sammy get involved, so now they each have individual matches against Kevin and Sammy. If both Dolph and Baron win, they're added into a fatal 5-way. Let's just keep adding more people.
Just keep doing it.
Well, Dolph and Baron won, so we have a fatal 5-way next month at Fastlane for the World Heavyweight title. Is AJ gonna pull off the victory and still face Shinsuke at WrestleMania?
Here's the thing: there's no way WWE is going to take away that dream match between AJ and Shinsuke.
If
So you
they
know
do-
AJ is going to win anyways.
If they do, it'll be the dumbest thing because you set that
And
up.
that's exactly right. You got to look at a talent portion. People want to see Shinsuke versus AJ.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to take that away. That's going to kill WrestleMania right there.
Now, they might, because I heard rumor we saw Rey Mysterio return at Royal Rumble.
We saw him making an appearance
Yeah.
at Rumble.
He has gone out and said that he wants to face AJ Styles. That is a dream match for him. And there is talk about Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Could it be a triple threat? Shinsuke, AJ.
No.
Don't tell me you don't want to see Rey Mysterio versus AJ, especially you even admitted Rey looked amazing when he returned.
Well, at that news, I mean, that's still a dream match that the WWE would like to see. So if that's true, then yeah, I mean, I could see AJ losing it.
So,
But who do you see losing it to? Baron?
Dolph Ziggler.
I hope so, dude.
Dolph Ziggler. I really think Dolph is going to be pushed. Either him or Sammy.
Right now, out of the entire WWE, I love Dolph Ziggler's entrance.
Oh, where it's no music and then all of a sudden it's like
It's that backfeed of just music stopping
it's like
and out. And then that's just such a perfect entrance.
Yep. The only other thing for SmackDown we had was Rude has his open challenge. Orton comes out to accept it, and then Jinder gets involved, and now there's this whole thing. And the thing is, Jinder's been, in multiple weeks, the last man standing. So hopefully if they have a triple threat, Jinder does not win. I don't want to see him with a title again. That's it for WWE. I did want to add...
I do have a little bit of WWE for you.
Okay.
And this is a surprise for you. It's a little NXT I want to talk about.
Yes.
Where do you see Johnny Gargano going? Mr. Johnny Wrestling.
Because he lost his match, so now he's out. Is he really going to be out, or
He's out of NXT.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
is he going Raw or is he going to SmackDown?
because he's going to go to Raw because he's a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of cruiserweights,
cruiserweight,
205?
yeah,
That tournament is insane right now.
the
It
cruiserweights
is
are amazing.
really good stuff.
Cruiserweights are amazing. I did have to add, after WrestleMania, it was announced we will not be having Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views anymore.
Really?
Yep. They're going to go back to the format where there's one each month, and both Raw and SmackDown will be at it. That apparently they said it was due to the fact that ratings were down for individual pay-per-views. So this way they can have all the big matches all at each pay-per-view.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but you're not going to see as many wrestlers as you usually do if you have two. You have such a huge roster.
If you think about it, some of the matches, though, are just filler matches for pay-per-views that we just don't care about.
True. I did want to add a little bit of Impact talk real quick. It's really quick. Irritate the heck out of me is what they're doing. Like I was saying, Impact all of a sudden was turning around and becoming great again. It's starting to go back downhill. They got rid, again, of the six-sided ring. So now they're back to a 4.
It's literally
Literally they went 6, 4, 6, and now 4 again.
Yeah. Was Hulk Hogan involved again?
And then a lot of people are leaving and jumping the boat to WWE. Same with Lucha Underground. A lot of Lucha stars are jumping boat and going to TNA or Impact.
Really?
It's called. Yeah. So one of the big things too, Jeremy Borash, if you remember him from Impact, the
Of course,
announcer.
I remember Jerry Borash.
JB. I mean, he's been there.
He's the face of Impact
since
Wrestling.
day one. I
Yeah.
mean, he's an announcer, but he's been there since day one. He jumped ship, I heard, and is going to WWE.
How cool would that be?
So he's not the announce table anymore there. So, and speaking of announcers, real quick, going back to WWE, what do you think of the return of Jonathan Coachman?
I thought it was like a quick, he's here for the pay-per-view. He's gonna stick around for a couple of weeks, but if he's back, that's amazing.
He is back.
That's
officially.
awesome.
He is done with ESPN, and he's back in WWE.
Good.
So
I like the Coachman, man.
yeah, that's it for wrestling talk.
Okay.
Unless you have
we
anything
should really start a new show for wrestling only because there's so much more I want to talk about, but we just don't have the time for that.
No.
So maybe we'll jump on it for next week. Let's go to Flareverse, huh?
Yeah, I mean nothing.
Not much here, Andy, but we do want to talk about this one thing because I'm getting confused. The DC show schedule and how should we watch them? So, we have Supergirl off season right now. Come back when
Comes back April 16th.
After
tomorrow.
Legends is done, right?
Yeah.
So are the only 2 shows swapping back and forth?
Yeah. Like I said on the last show, CW announced they don't want to have more than 4 shows at once going on, and they have 5 right now.
Yeah.
So that's the whole big reason.
They should take off Riverdale and add Riverdale to the Supergirl back and forth, you know? Because right now you have a lot of shows right now premiering, and they're losing Supergirl. So when Supergirl's back on, what shows do we have?
Sure. I mean, we've been in a break right now because of the Olympics. So
Yeah.
This week, all the shows except Supergirl, which comes back the 16th, will be coming back. So
Yeah.
So really not much to talk about. The Black Lightning thing, it was okay. It's just his suit's malfunctioning. You learn more about Tobias's background
Yep, his
and a
past.
little bit more about Thunder. She gets her costume and all that stuff. And it's the exact same costume that's in the comics.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
my big thing is Legends of Tomorrow. It was the Constantine episode where they're in the asylum and
How
everything.
cool
like
was that episode, huh?
That is a typical Constantine episode. Learning more about Mollusk and taking over Sarah and stuff. My favorite episode, which was last week, you didn't get to watch, so I won't talk about it, but it was the time loop episode where they're stuck in a time loop, like Groundhog's Day.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm going to try and
It was
catch that.
hilarious. So, if you want, I have a little bit of TV talk I just want to mention.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
You posted this, and I'm so excited. Tremor 6 comes out. So, can't wait for that. This adds a
The
little...
Odic Terror.
The other thing was, I didn't get to send it to you yet, but I want to tell you about it. You seemed... I remember you were a fan of Roseanne.
Yeah.
Do you know the show's coming back?
I don't know how, but okay.
Yeah. I saw a trailer on TV, and I'm like, whoa, what the heck? And it said same cast, same... So everyone...
-1, right?
Who?
Dan?
John Goodman?
Yeah.
Why?
Did you ever see Roseanne?
No.
So, season finale, spoiler for everybody,
Yeah, she's writing a book.
a diary because he died.
You never know. They could do something. I don't know. But I'm going to send you the trailer to watch. But there you go. Your Roseanne movie's coming back. Also, we had Jurassic World. They announced the second one. It hasn't even come out yet. And they've already announced the third for 2021.
Is there a title too, or just...
No, it just says Jurassic World 3.
Gotcha.
And I saw Black Panther
Yes.
recently. And all I'll say is it's what I thought it would be.
I've heard so far that the expectations were higher than what the movie was. You know, like, everyone's like, it's going to be a great movie, but it's like a notch down. It was still awesome, but it wasn't as awesome as people thought it would be.
I did a list of every MCU movie that's come out already, and there's like 17 or 18, and it's probably like 13 on the list.
Really?
Yes. I won't get too much into it because come the episode we filmed before Avengers 3, I want us both to go and do a list of how we rank the MCU
Sure.
so far,
Yeah.
and that'll be that episode.
Okay.
But so I won't get into my list, but it is pretty low. It's a B+ movie. It's what I thought.
It was good, but it wasn't like, phenomenal like people thought.
And I mean, I think it's made that Thursday night that it came out $24 million. So, I mean, people were excited and went out and saw it.
Oh, yeah.
But that's some TV talk. Just real
TV,
quick.
let's jump to the box office heroes. 'Cause
Yes.
We are 30 minutes into the show.
Box office heroes, I had to change them up a little bit. I went number 3, Peter Rabbit, a little thing for the children out there. Number 2, I went 50 Shades Freed. It's the final 50 Shades...
50 Shades Free?
Freed.
Oh, Freed.
Yeah. It's the third installment of 50
Your
Shades.
favorite saga.
The 50 Shades Darker or whatever, 50 Shades of Grey, exotic book, movie. I don't know, my sisters watch
What
it.
we'll do after the show, we'll ask Zach how he liked it. I'm sure you guys know
And
all
I
this.
mean, if you're living under a rock, you don't know about Black Panther, but obviously Black Panther's number 1. So I'm hoping Jumanji's not still on this list after 2 months.
Let me ask you about Black Panther. Weekend box office number. How much do you think it made?
I know to date it's made over 100 million. So I'm just going to...
So box office numbers I take is from the 23rd to the 25th.
$75 million.
Okay. All right, you ready for the answers?
Yes.
Number 3, Peter Rabbit.
Got it right.
12.5 million.
Yeah. It's one of those old school stories that we've all grown up with, and it's a new version of Peter Rabbit for the kids.
And parents were boycotting this movie too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Something about what they were eating in the movie, I guess. I don't know.
It's a rabbit. What was it eating? Its own poop?
If anything happens to boycott a cartoon rabbit, I kind of just ignore, especially what I saw the animation, so it's not like raunchy stuff, you know. And it's Peter Rabbit.
Do people know what we grew up with watching for rabbits?
I don't know. Number 2, Game Night.
That's out now.
Yep.
See, we're off this week.
Yeah, we're off this week.
So my box offices were a little.
And that's why I always have the date up there, so we know.
That's out now. Oh, I gotta go watch that.
16.5.
I've been wanting to watch that.
So 12.5, 16.5.
Yep.
Number 1, Jumanji.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
fine.
I'm just kidding.
You're
It's
funny.
Black Panther, Andy.
This isn't April Fool's Day yet.
$108 million.
Yeah.
From 16
It's a
to
Marvel.
108.
It's a Marvel movie.
It's a Marvel movie. What do you expect?
Seriously. What irritated me the most was I have passes to go see, to go to a certain movie theater, and so I get in a little cheaper. And they have a sign out on the window, and I thought it might happen where they don't want people using passes like the first month that the movie's out. But the reason for the no passes was what really irked me. It said, we can't use passes to see Black Panther, and they didn't give a date. It's indefinitely right now, due to the fact because Disney doesn't want us using those. Don't hand me Disney doesn't want you using passes.
Disney.
You already are making your money. Now you're blaming on Disney. So if Disney doesn't want you using passes to see their movies, must be I'll never be able to use a pass to see any movie because Disney owns everything.
Disney owns the world, man.
Don't hand me Disney doesn't want you see. Oh, foot almost went up where the sun
Wow.
don't shine for them. Oh, irritated me. And then what really did? Lights go off after Black Panther and these people that get up. I'm like, are you that stupid? There's more to it. I'm like, God. But
Even my wife has learned that every time she watches a movie, she waits till the credits done. Doesn't matter what movie it is.
exactly.
That's what Marvel has trained us to do.
We did that too. We won't talk about it this week. Maybe next week. We watched The Mummy. So we even did that after that movie to see because we know it's a new franchise with all these monsters. I mean, we saw multiple monsters already in that movie, which we can talk about next week.
Yeah, I mean, Marvel's taught us to do that.
Exactly.
All right, Andy, we have time for our main event.
Yes.
This is the spring movies to watch in the theaters. What I did on my list was movies that I'm interested in watching.
Okay.
Not all the spring movies, because honestly, I looked at the list. There's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, spring and winter are the times to watch movies.
I'm not sure where you get your material from. I get mine direct from IMDb.com.
Okay.
So that's where I get my list
Mine is
from.
movieinsider.com.
So you may have movies on your list I didn't even see.
All right, yeah.
So we start off with March 8th week.
Ooh,
How does that sound?
I've got March. Oh, the week.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine individual days. That's why. So I mean. So I got on March 2nd, Bruce Willis in the remake of Death Wish. Have you seen the trailer for Death Wish yet?
No.
Have you ever seen the original?
Yeah.
I learned some knowledge about this from my father telling me because he's seen the original. Bruce Willis doesn't. I mean, it's Bruce Willis in
Bruce
an
Willis.
action
What do you want?
movie.
What do you want?
And it's literally It's like the entire first movie of Death Wish. This remake with him, it's literally the same movie, the same plot, everything. It's like they didn't change anything up. They just add Bruce Willis.
Great.
And it looks amazing. We also have on the 2nd Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
A lot of people keep saying, is this the Black Widow movie? No, it's not the Black Widow. It's Jennifer Lawrence. If they're going to do a Black Widow movie, it's going to be with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, right?
But the storyline's is almost the same thing. It's like
it?
she's like a dancer. She can't dance anymore, so she goes to through this school where they train you to be like a Russian assassin and everything like that.
So is there a reason why she can't dance?
I think something happened.
So she can't dance, but she can do more physical stuff, like being an assassin?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think she's a
This is
dancer.
two thumbs.
I think she is. I can't remember the whole plot, but basically she becomes an assassin,
Okay.
and that's why everyone's like, "Is this the Black Widow movie? Does it look like Scarlett Johansson?" No.
No.
I mean, I've seen the trailer a
It's the
couple times.
Mystique movie.
And I just don't. It's not too interesting to me.
Right.
So, But Red Sparrow, a lot of people think that it's going to be good.
Fantastic. Any more before 8th?
I have the 9th.
9th, all right. So March 8th, I have The Hurricane Heist. I have it on there. It's a B-rated film.
I have it on the 9th.
But I love heist movies. So it's on my list.
See, I had it on coming out on the 9th.
On the 9th?
Yeah. So,
Well,
but still, hey.
8th, 9th, it's on the list.
I mean,
on both our
the
lists.
trailer is more of a B-rated trailer, the way they did it. But it's still awesome using the Rock You Like a Hurricane song in it and stuff like that.
I love heist movies. That's why it's on my list.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically 3 thieves try to steal $600 million from a vault.
U.S. Treasury.
Yeah, and a hurricane
During a
comes,
Category 5 hurricane.
and 3 people that are left in the town have to stop them. So, I mean, it looked decent to me.
Looks fun.
Exactly. I have A Wrinkle in Time, a new Disney movie, so you won't be able to use passes to go see this.
It's the remake, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon. It's based on the 1962 book. Kids venture into a new universe to save their father.
Yep.
Oprah Winfrey is starting to do a lot of movies lately.
I don't
She needs to
blame
stop.
her.
She needs to follow her presidential career.
I don't blame her. I mean, I'm sure she's poor at this point in time.
She's poor in this time. The richest woman in the world.
She needs to make more money, you know? Yeah.
I think she makes more than Trump right now, so.
Oh, she makes more than everybody.
The other movie I have for the 9th is the sequel to the movie The Strangers. I don't know if you've ever seen The Strangers.
I have.
I went and saw this movie back when it first came out, and it traumatized me. This isn't. This is your typical. It's a slasher movie. These people break in and kill the people who live in the house, but they do it so spine tingling the way, and you know they're there behind the curtain and stuff like that. But,
Right.
oh, I've seen this movie once, and I will never see it again. Like I want to go see the sequel. No, thank you. I'm not kidding. If you really want your spine to tingle, watch the Stranger movies. They are one of those slasher films that really creep you out.
Oh, yeah.
It's because it's based on a true events that happen. That's the thing too.
Yeah.
So I steer clear of that. I'm steering clear. I'm good.
All right. I got the 16th coming up. What do you got?
God, yes, the 16th, and I cannot
Okay.
wait to go watch
We
this
are
movie.
going to discuss this one just a little bit, okay? And what we were talking about is Tomb Raider. I'm hoping
Yes.
that you're talking about too.
Yes.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I had to watch the show a couple times. The reason why is because for me, casting is always important. Now I'm looking at Alicia Vikander.
Yes.
That's going to play Laura Croft. Now at first I was like, she's a tiny stick. I mean, can she hold up the legacy of Laura Croft like Angelina Jolie did? Look at Angelina Jolie. She kind of muscular. She looks like she could actually do it, you know? I looked at her, I was like, this isn't believable. After watching it a couple times, I was like, okay, I'm kind of seeing it.
Remember, too, she's supposed to be a young Laura Croft,
Yeah.
like just into college. And I have the game here. If you look at the cover, she looks just like
She
the cover.
does, yeah.
So the game, this is the second one. The first Tomb Raider game I already played and stuff. And literally watching the trailer and playing the first game, it's exactly the same. So that's what they're doing. They're rebranding Tomb Raider, but they started with the game, and now we have the movie and everything. And if you play the game and you see her, it looks identical.
Right.
So I love the casting for this, and I love like the pickaxe.
I just-
You use that in the game too. It's amazing.
I just hate it when they put a hot bimbo as a tough part, you know? It doesn't work for me. So I'm hoping that she can hold up to that tough part.
You know you'll like it because Daniel Craig's not in it.
It's true too. It's true too.
So
If I thought about Laura Croft, Tomb Raider, what do you have? Anything else?
no, just that. I'm moving on to the 23rd.
Perfect. Pacific Rim, I'm assuming?
Yes, Pacific Rim Uprising. I wasn't too excited about it when I first heard about it because I'm like, where are they going to go with it? But now a couple more trailers have come out, and it looks a lot more interesting. It actually looks more interesting than the first one.
Right.
It's basically the same story, just different, a little bit different.
I'm going to
everything.
watch it. I'm not too excited about it. The reason is because I'm not really big into the big robots, you know?
You weren't big on Pacific Rim in the beginning.
Right. You know, I mean, it was interesting. I watched it.
Robots versus Godzilla, basically.
Yeah, I'm not big into even when it comes to anime, I'm not big into the giant robot anime either. So I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'll probably have fun watching it, but I'm not gonna rush out to go watch it.
Yeah. I still think it's going to make bank. There are a lot of Pacific Rim fans out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm glad they made it.
I have a couple more for the 23rd.
Me too.
Some kids' movies out there. Sherlock Gnome,
Oh,
starring Johnny Depp, Emily Blunt, James McAvery. Basically, it's a children's movie. Obviously, gnome in the
Romeo
movie.
and Juliet.
Yeah. Storyline is it's kind of like a Toy Story kind of thing. Where one of the gnomes gets kidnapped and they have to try to find the other one.
Right.
But they always stop and pause when people are around, like the toys would in
They
Toy
had to,
Story.
yeah.
And Sherlock Gnome, played by, I believe it's Johnny Depp, has to find the missing gnomes. So it's one of those kids' movies. You know it's gonna do well with all these big name actors in
Yeah.
it. So one for you and the wife, though, being the fact you guys like doing the Japanese style life of living. It's called the Island of Dogs.
Yeah, it's
the
on my
Isle
list
of
too.
Dogs. Basically, dogs live on an island in Japan. Isn't Japan already an island? I guess there's another one. Due to the dog flu. And so all the dogs get thrown onto this island, but this little boy is trying to find his dog. So with the help of 5 other dogs, he's trying to avoid the authorities and find his dog.
The reason why this movie looks interesting is I'm not sure if you've ever seen the old movie Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No.
It's the same art style, and it's such a beautiful art style to watch. It's very humorous. Check out Fantastic Mr. Fox. It stars George Clooney as the voice. Such a good movie. It's the same exact art, man.
My thing is, will it make some decent money or not? In the past, dog movies have A Dog's Purpose, some other.
But the problem, it's not going to make bank because of the art style.
Yeah.
You gotta like this particular art style to enjoy this movie.
Finishing off March, I have March 29th.
I have one more on the 23rd.
Okay.
And it might be a different 29th. I get mine from a different website, so
Yep.
who knows. I Kill Giants.
Nope.
No?
I don't know of it.
I like these like fantasy kind of
Oh, of
action
course.
adventure movies, you know. This girl named Barbara struggles through life by escaping into a fancy life of magic and monsters. So I mean, it'd be fun to watch.
This movie I can't wait to watch. I'm excited to see this on the 29th. Ready Player One.
I have that on the 30th.
Okay, well, still, close enough. Basically, it's set in the future where you can go into the gaming world and live a new life. The creator of this new world has died, and he has put an Easter egg. I love when they use the word Easter egg into the game. And whoever finds this Easter egg will inherit the millions and own the company.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's some corrupt corporations out there
Of course
that are
there
trying
is.
to do it and going off and sending like assassins into the game to knock everybody out. We love our video games. And so it's that virtual reality thing where we are, even today, stepping into that world of virtual reality.
Oh, yeah.
So very excited to see Ready Player One.
Yeah.
April.
So I think I only have one. I have 2 movies for April. They're both on the 20th. So
Okay, well,
ahead.
I have some others. On April 6th, A Quiet Place. This is your typical horror movie. I've been seeing the trailer. Stars Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is doing a lot of movies this year. Basically, this family is living on a farm, and supernatural forces attack people around the world by using sound. So whenever a sound occurs, these supernatural forces can find you and kill you. So throughout the whole movie, they're using sign language and trying to be quiet. During the trailer, like a fire breaks out, glass breaks, and then all of a sudden you hear the supernatural forces trying to come like through the ceiling and stuff to come kill them. So it's your typical horror movie if you like those things. I'm trying to figure out how well this movie's going to be if everyone's using sign language through the whole movie. And it's just this. So are we trying to do a mix between silent films and films today?
they might.
We'll see. On the 13th, I have Overboard. This is your typical comedy movie that I'm not looking forward to seeing. I probably won't see it, but some people like these. Stars Anna Faris.
You can already stop.
The plot is it's about this spoiled Mexican man that falls off his
Played by Anna Faris, right? Oh, because I would watch it.
he falls off his yacht and gets amnesia and is found by Anna Faris. She then goes ahead and convinces him that because she's a single mom, I believe she might be his maid, but she convinces him that they are married so that she can have this huge wealthy life and have all his riches.
Oh, she plays a creeper.
Yes, exactly. On the 13th, also, I have Truth or Dare.
Okay, another horror movie?
Kind of.
Sounds like a horror movie.
So the plot is the game of Truth or Dare becomes deadly when someone or something is punishing those who lie and those who won't do a dare. So you can't win either way. If you take truth and you don't tell the truth, you're dead. If you don't
could tell the truth, you're fine.
Exactly. If you don't have a pair, and I don't want to say it, nut up or shut up, I guess, and take a dare, then you're dead too. But yeah, it's your typical horror movie. It's probably a B-rated movie, but hey, I mean,
that sounds like fun.
Hey, it's always about that Truth or Dare game. I mean, how long's it been since you've seen people play Truth or Dare? This is like playing the Ouija board again.
Yeah, 90s.
Exactly. Hey, that was 20 years ago now.
It was 20 years ago.
You ever watch Grown Ups 2 when they talk about the 80s? They're like, that was way back in the in the 1900s. I'm like, oh my God, wasn't that long ago. That's it for April for me. You got a couple for April?
Yeah, April 20th, I have Rampage.
I didn't put that on here?
No.
Oh my God. Guess my notes aren't as perfect as I thought they were.
Hey. I don't need to describe it. It's Dwayne Johnson's new movie. And
yes, but let me just say this, because we still have a little bit more time. You ripped about Rampage, and you seem like you're a little interested now all of a sudden.
I've seen more trailers now.
Yeah.
And it's The Rock. You know, what am I going to do? You know, it's going to be a crap movie.
You hypocrite.
But it intrigues me.
It intrigues you. You're ripping about this movie and da-da-da-da-da. And
I saw more of the trailers, and, you know,
This movie looks amazing.
I won't say amazing, but, I mean, it looks interesting.
What's better than a giant ape fighting a giant wolf in the middle of the city, and then all of a sudden there's a giant Sharknado.
It's a lizard.
Lizard, whatever. Is he going to punch it like in Journey 2 and do the peck punch?
I don't know, man. It's supposed to be off the video game, so we'll see what goes on.
Which I never played.
You never played Rampage? Oh,
never played Rampage.
It's so fun.
So which is going to do better? Rampage or what's that skyscraper movie that he's in?
It's called Skyscraper, by the way.
Yeah. Because I think one spring.
I
want to
say Skyscraper's gonna do better, but people like big monsters, so
we'll see.
It could be Rampage.
Okay.
One more movie for the 20th. Super Trooper 2.
I forgot that too.
You said you were done April, right?
See, I wrote everything down on regular paper and then typed it up.
Okay.
And I must have missed it. I've never watched Super Trooper 1, but but I want to now after watching Super Trooper 2, the trailer.
It is so funny.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
It's the Broken Lizard group, and I love them in Club Dread. I own the movie.
Yeah.
So you'd think I'd like
funny.
Super Trooper.
It's funny.
I mean, they even did Beer Fest. But yeah, Super Trooper 2 looks amazing. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those movies that never was supposed to be in existence. But because of a Kickstarter fund, they went ahead and did it. Yep. And I mean, hey, we have to have bias when it's based in Vermont, and the Vermont
it's supposed to be based in Vermont, but I think it's filmed in like New York or something.
Yeah, but this year in this movie, I think they also add Canada too. They become Mounties.
Yeah.
Which looks hilarious.
All right, that's all I have for April.
Okay, moving on to May. This is the big month.
The big month.
Can we even say what you should be seeing May 4th?
Should we just have one movie in May and that's it?
No, there's multiples in this. It was named your most anticipated movie of 2018 in this year's Nerdy Awards. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's Avengers: Infinity War.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this will be no waiting to go see. I am going to see this, not opening night, obviously, but
right.
That first week, I'm going. There's no way I'm waiting a month to see this movie.
Right.
I've been looking forward to Infinity Wars for the longest time. I'm so excited. The only downfall in it is there may not be an Ant-Man and Wasp. Because their movie is right after that, and they don't mention... If Infinity Wars is supposed to be a two-parter, so it's like, okay, we're going to help you fight and now go on vacation and go back to our city.
Yeah, so they may be in part 2.
Yeah. My other thing is, a lot of people are complaining. They're like, where is the Soul Stone? It hasn't shown up in any of the movies. Da-da-da-da-da.
Be patient.
It doesn't matter if it shows up in any of the movies. Yeah. It's gonna show up.
It's gonna show up no matter what. You can be patient.
Thanos already has it. It's common sense.
Well, DC has trained viewers to rush.
Yes.
Marvel's trained their viewers to be patient.
Exactly.
It's coming, and when it comes, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean.
So just gotta be patient. That's all.
I don't know what to. I don't know. We usually have a countdown for WrestleMania, and I know that's coming up. Once WrestleMania ends, the countdown for Infinity Wars begins.
Fantastic.
So, I have something on the 11th. You have anything?
I do on the 11th.
Do you have the Life of the Party?
I don't.
Okay. The only reason I wrote this is because a lot of fans like Melissa McCarthy. This is one of her typical comedy movies. I'm not huge on her movies, but that's all I can say. I haven't even really watched the trailer, but it's just your typical Melissa McCarthy being her comedy.
Slapstick comedy stuff.
Like you rip on Will Ferrell's comedy movies, for instance. It's like that.
Okay.
So, but it comes out on the 11th.
I have a new movie by Jim Carrey called Dark Crimes.
Is this also on the 11th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also on the 11th. I enjoy Jim Carrey when he does serious drama roles. Like, you ever seen The Number 23?
No.
Such a great movie. It's be just like that. It's Jim Carrey being a real actor here, you know? No comedy stick, anything. It's just, it's a murder mystery movie, and it's going to be fantastic. I guarantee it.
I have one on the 11th that looked very interesting. It's called Breaking In.
Okay.
Stars Gabrielle Union. You may remember her from Bad Boys 2. And it also stars Billy Burke. I'm a fan of Billy Burke's work. Basically, this mother and her 2 children go to her father's house, which is a smart house. So if someone tries to break in, it'll go into lockdown. Yeah. And these men break in, and the mother is trapped outside, and she's trying to get in because the men are searching for something, but they're holding her kids hostage and are going to kill her and the kids. And so it's that typical mother trying to save...
suspense movie.
Yeah, trying to save her kids. And she does I haven't seen her in a lot of movies lately, but she does an amazing job in this trailer.
Good.
I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I have something on the 18th.
I have a little movie on the 18th.
A little movie?
It's a little movie.
It's a little sequel.
It's a little sequel.
If you don't know what we're talking about, the first one right here was amazing.
Now, let me ask you about this, okay? Maybe you have better work than I did, but mine simply comes up as the untitled Deadpool sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you have too?
Yes. Okay. I mean, I'm writing it as Deadpool 2, but it's still untitled.
Yeah.
It will be funny if that's actually the title.
Oh, it'd be so fantastic.
Because only Ryan Reynolds could come up with something like that. And that would be a Deadpool kind of thing.
Oh, it'd be so great, wouldn't it?
Have you seen, there's this trailer for Deadpool 2 where he's playing with like a cable doll and everything, and it's got a regular arm, and he's like, wait, and he has to take off that arm and put a cybernetic arm on and everything. So funny. I'm looking so forward to this, not just because Ryan Reynolds is amazing as Deadpool, but a lot of fans are looking forward to finally seeing Cable on the big screen.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I did not realize this, but Thanos is Cable. The actor that
you didn't know that?
No,
yeah,
I didn't
Josh
realize
Brolin does both parts.
I didn't realize that. Hey, Deadpool is not part of the MCU, so why not?
Yeah.
You can have Captain America play, the flame guy from Fantastic Four. Human Torch and Captain America, so. It was funny, getting off topic real quick, there was something showing, you had Chris Evans' approval rating as Human Torch, very low, and then very high as Captain America. Then you have, I forget the guy's name who played Human Torch.
Saw this too.
Yeah. Who did in the
Human Torch, and then his approval rating in
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
It's like, if you want a great approval rating, play Human Torch. You're gonna get ripped massively, but the next movie you do, you're gonna be amazing.
So is that it for the 18th?
Yeah, so Deadpool 2. If you don't go see it, then you're an idiot.
On the 25th, I only have a single movie on here. It stands solo on my list. On the 25th, I'm not sure what you have on that.
A little word pun there. All right, yeah, go ahead. You wanna play this one?
I'll talk about Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yes.
Because we don't have enough of these.
I've seen multiple trailers now for this.
Okay.
It's looking better with
I've only seen
trailers.
one trailer.
I've seen 2.
I've seen that one solo trailer.
There's one where he's hanging out with Lando with the Falcon and stuff like that. I mean, it's looking better with a couple more trailers, but I still haven't seen the last 2 Star Wars, the one about where they get the plans for the Death Star.
A lot of people liked
Rogue One.
A lot of people liked it. Amber liked it. Me, I was like, what's the point?
I still haven't seen that, and I still haven't seen whatever the last one was, the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
So. My problem is I don't mind the Star Wars movies. It's just they're so long.
The problem with this one here, I said on the last episode, if I don't see Jabba the Hutt, I don't care about.
We're gonna see Jabba.
I don't care about his story.
I think in the second trailer they're actually on Tatooine.
Okay.
So you would think it's gonna happen.
I just don't care. Yeah.
But my whole thing with the movie is I want to see the whole Lando and Han saga kind of thing. I mean, fans.
That's what they should call it.
Fans love Lando. I mean, he's an underrated.
Lando and Han, the Star Wars story. Let's do that.
And young Chewie and young.
Yeah.
Whatever the Yoda. There we go. I can't think of his name.
Chewie and Yoda, the Star Wars story.
Oh my god. This is why I know we got a few minutes. This is why I love the movie talk ones. This is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
The spring, summer, winter, all those movies. But spring is definitely the time to go see the movies.
Oh,
That's where everything comes back. Is it with the last couple minutes? Do you think it's smart having things come out in spring?
Yes and no.
I think it is the smartest thing to do in the spring because you're locked up all winter, cooped up.
Then you want to go cooped up in a theater.
This is true. But spring and summer, definitely the two because you got the drive-ins and the movies and stuff like that. So it is smart. They do the same thing in TV. Spring is when everything comes back, and winter for some because you're cooped up. Obviously, you don't want to be cooped up in the summer in the house watching TV. So I think it's a pretty smart thing.
I always enjoy our seasonal movie episodes.
I enjoy seeing it because I want to see how many movies we can talk about compared to the different seasons. Like come fall, our list is so tiny. There's nothing coming out in fall. So we have about 2 minutes left. Any closing thoughts?
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we could seriously do whole episodes on just wrestling talk alone, But when you have these kind of episodes where it's not going to take the whole episode, it's good to have that wrestling talk in there as well.
Mm-hmm. So next week we might talk, like I said, talk a little bit more about The Mummy because we recently got to see that.
Yep.
We'll be able to figure out our results from The Chamber because we plan on watching that.
So it's going to be a chamber episode, and it's going to be a Mummy episode.
Yeah, a little bit of the Mummy review.
Yep.
Because it was a decent movie.
I didn't mind it.
It's a Tom Cruise movie.
I didn't mind it.
He's your boy.
That's why I liked it.
We did have some beef in that movie where it's like, okay, you're not supposed to say it's a remake, but you're definitely following the road of the Brandon Fraser.
As soon as you put the Book of the Dead in there, what are you supposed to think?
Exactly. So finishing up because we only got a minute left. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends of the Nerds. Don't forget, watch this episode and every other episode on our YouTube page and Facebook page. Follow us on the Twitter at KrillinMan. Watch us every week here on Northwest Access Television on Channel 15. Before I do the typical stay nerdy, I do want to state we've had a lot of recent sadness with all these school shootings and stuff happening.
Yes.
I just want to say, with even being the fact that you being a parent, to every parent out there, go ahead, hug your kids tightly. Our prayers and thoughts are with everybody for things that have happened in the past. It's been
especially Florida shooting.
It's been a horrible first couple months of 2018. Fingers crossed, nothing else bad happens. But hug your children closely. You never know when anything's going to happen. And with all that said, stay nerdy.